Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Colby's a little grumpy. We got we're having to record while sweating college basketball. Colby, it's March. We have to get used to this. There's basketball on all day long.
Nope. Colby Dant, aka the Dantabase, here with us, watching the end of the Boston Army game. Boston down 2. We just got to see an all-time college basketball moment where a guy in full fatigues is firing off a t-shirt gun into the crowd. It really,
hell yeah,
the few, the proud,
USA, and let's not forget, you guys picked against Army. Like real traitors.
And they might not cover this 5 points. I do think Boston University is a live dog still here as we close things out.
Gonna have to get this in my contract moving forward.
Really?
Lehigh was a complete disgrace. I've already burned my CJ McCollum jersey. He completely retired it. Complete disaster.
Is that better, Colby?
Yeah, man. I'm just.
Should I go like this?
Well, what was that number we got this one at? Let me go back and look.
We picked it at 5 points.
Really?
Think so.
That feels like bullshit.
Did he make a little adjustment?
I think he just
here?
made an adjustment.
Did I make an adjustment? I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, there was 3. Oh wow. Oh, and he just
it's 5 points.
Yes. Oh, you guys are gonna get live sweat this horrible backdoor. I mean, this game they almost won in regulation.
Yeah, I mean Boston should have won the game.
Yeah, they were up the whole game, and Army comes back just with Jalen Rucker 3, like 20 seconds left.
Wow, and he's going to the line to send it to a push.
YouTube is lit in the chat. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. Smash that subscribe button. Poke that thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Lane Elliott checking in. DGen play of the night. Alabama State on the money line. Benedict Dantold pointing out that Lehigh sucking a full size bag of dicks. Yes, that you are correct.
Yes, Colby. There's a couple phone book type deals in the locker back there. If you want to sit on something,
I want to wear my Lehigh jersey out in Vegas.
I told you that we should have bigger screens in the background here. I
Army up 5. We picked it at 5. Boston University for a deep 3. Oh, short rim, and he get the rebound. Can he get it up? Yes. Boston University, like the lamp, 69-71. They get the cover.
You guys are gonna brag about that?
That's done, America.
That's disgusting.
Never a sweat. Never a doubt.
Just mark this as a win, guys.
Disgusting.
I mean, me and Sean.
Well, you guys and Kramer and you jinxed Lehigh. I'm blaming you guys for
what
taking
do you mean?
Lehigh. Normally you make fun of me for taking Lehigh. Lehigh, no one believes in Lehigh, and now you guys decided to ride with Lehigh.
I took Lehigh simply to gain pleasure or just I mean either one way or another. Either I get my pick right or you feel like you're in the pit of misery.
No need for emotional edging, Ryan. This is March Madness. I mean, we're sweating out college basketball conference tournaments. Can you really call yourself a DGen if you don't have anything riding on the Atlantic Sun Conference, the Patriot League, the Big South, the OVC, the MVC, the WCC, LMU to win it all? So many ways to win. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WynnBet. Bet big, win even bigger. Bet 100, get 100. Same restrictions apply. Spin that parlay wheel, that magical parlay wheel. All you got to do is bet a parlay. Next thing you know, a wheel pops up. You're spinning it on your way to making some sweet, sweet cash. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you or somebody who knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And make sure to check out the SGPN merch store. First half undershirts are there. They're not undershirts, although you can wear it as an undershirt, but you want to wear it over your regular shirt because they are awesome. I love the DGens only hoodies. And just in time for March, 10% off when you spend more than $40 and use the code MADNESS. It's madness, baby.
Sean, your college basketball levels have reached NFL levels.
Wow.
Just so you know, you're peaking at the right time This is March. It's actually March now. We don't have to play any games. We don't have to pretend like it's March Madness ahead of March. It's March and it's March Madness. And by the way, hey chat, how you doing? Remember how you guys made fun of me for taking all those sweet favorites?
I don't recall that.
It's working out pretty well for me.
All
So,
right.
I mean, it's shit conference trend. Take the favorites.
Campbell, we all lost on Campbell. Great call there.
I mean, you
That was
can't
tough,
win.
tough.
Merrimack,
Tough beat there.
Merrimack.
Can't win them all. You can't win them all. Linden.
Merrimack was up like 26 at halftime. They just brought in the second string.
Wagner was disappointing. I thought they were
the vacuum
Wagner.
company's terrible.
Wagner. I thought was going to be that one was a tough beat.
All right, let's get started.
Let's go. Where's your enthusiasm, Ryan?
I hope we were doing some UFC 285 picks earlier, Sean.
We were.
John was
Gumby,
in the chat.
Vreeland.
I hope he's here because he's also a big fan of the Socon, Colby. From the bottom to the top, a couple of teams 400 to 1 here. Seems like we're seeing an attack on this country's fine military. VMI, the 10 seed, and the Citadel, the 9 seed, both sitting down there in the basement. Mercer, the 8 seed, is 35 to 1. East Tennessee State, the 5 seed, and West Carolina, the 4 seed, both 20 to 1. Wofford, the 6 seed, 19 to 1. Chattanooga, 12 to 1 as the 7 seed. Eyebrow raise. Sanford, the 2 seed, is 4 to 1. Greensboro, kind of are they the household name of this division? Obviously, I know Wofford because I'm a Wofford guy.
No, I mean this
Greensboro
is a deep conference normally.
plus 250. Colby, you're not representative of the common man who's just checking into college basketball. And Furman is the 1 seed at plus 120. This is being played at the Harrah's Cherokee Center. This was Asheville, North Carolina.
This was the best conference tournament last year, but this year, look, you had a lot of coaching turnover. The conference isn't as strong.
No,
I was going to say because East Tennessee State for a long time was one of the better teams in this conference, as you can tell. Dropped off a little bit. Obviously, Chattanooga won the conference a year ago. Should have beat Illinois in the first round. Didn't happen, but yeah, Greensboro's been a good program. Furman's been a good program.
Furman 15-3 in conference play.
Wofford's been a good program.
I feel like UNC Greensboro. What is their record as far as making the tournament? I feel like they
didn't make it last year. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like with the exception of recently, they were like the stalwart of always winning the SoCon.
other than when Wofford did it.
No, but am I
Furman.
wrong and misremembering that?
No, yeah, Greensboro is like I said, they're a bit of a household name in this. I mean, considering we're talking about a conference smashed right between the ASUN and the Horizon League.
So this is the way it goes, and this is probably what you're remembering here. Chattanooga won it last year, then Greensboro, then East Tennessee State, then Wofford, then Greensboro, Furman, and East Tennessee State tied. But in the tournament, so you would see Greensboro's made the tournament only 2 times actually in the past since 2013.
They have a win though.
Yeah.
Do they not? Yeah. That's what we're remembering.
But I mean, this is those are all strong.
Thou shall
right
remember
there.
the 14 seed that wins you buckets of cash on the money line.
But Chattanooga's actually been the real heavyweight there. If you go historically,
yeah, 12 time champs. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of runners up by Wofford too. I'm seeing over there. All right, so pulling up the bracket. They don't do a ton of funny business. They have a couple quote first round, aka play-in games before the quarterfinals. So the bottom 4 seeds essentially would have to play an extra game. I mean, is there any real? The odds suggest that they think that Greensboro is very much going to walk past Wofford, and they have a chance to beat Sanford. Obviously, like they'll be favored against Sanford per these futures.
Yeah, I mean,
neutral site, so
it's just not as deep. But one of the things to monitor is Jake Stevens, guys, for Chattanooga, is like Ivan Drago. All right,
really.
I mean, he's been injured for a while, so Chattanooga hasn't been nearly as good. He's going to return for this tournament. Let me just.
So he looks like Ivan Drago.
He's a fucking beast, though, dude.
Or he has the blood
from Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
That's basically Russia.
Similar level of electricity and literacy.
So he hasn't played since January 18th. But I mean, if you look at his stat lines for this season, guys, like he has just had some dominating
he's a
performance.
meaningful asset.
37 and 15, 17 and 13, 20 and 11, 32 and 20, 24-11, 31-13, 27-10. I mean, the guy.
That explains.
So you think Chattanooga has a shot at 12-1?
Well,
where's the cutoff of teams that have a shot?
The thing is, you got to worry how healthy is he. I would say Wofford was probably the cutoff, but Western Carolina and East Tennessee State have gotten up. You know,
but you're saying okay.
Well, I guess real quick, as far as just looking at the odds, Western Carolina, East Tennessee State, they don't play in that beginning round, and then they play each other. So they get one win. They're in the quarterfinals.
But what if you took both of them?
Ooh.
Well, no. If you get one win, you're in the semifinals. They're already in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I just think if Stevens is healthy, because Chattanooga wouldn't be a 7 seed if Stevens was healthy. You know, had he not got injured, they're a much better team. He's one of the best players in college basketball, and if he can,
what do we know about this situation?
Now, real quick, also too though, what do you think Western Carolina, Eastern Tennessee State are against as far as like spread against Furman? What do you think that spread is?
So for
Western
probably a solid like 10 points, 11 points, maybe even a little bit more. If I had to guess, I would say somewhere in that I mean, somewhere between 9 and 12. If I had to guess. Yeah,
based on what the mechanical parlay would be, you would have to have a couple bigger, like 3-1 plus type situations. So yeah, I mean, you still, it could be fun to sit there with a 20-1 ticket with only 4 teams left.
Eastern Tennessee State, pretty good defense, 3rd in effective field goal percentage defense, number 1 in 3-point defense. I guess the concern is their offense, not amazing, but 2nd in the conference in offensive rebounding.
Well, I mean, Colby, what do we like to do in these conferences where everyone sucks?
You like to take a heavy dog?
No, I would normally say the favorite, but I think you're right. Chattanooga being steamed up to 12-1 indicates, as the 7 seed, indicates to me that people are betting them because they're a fun long shot, but they do have to play an extra game.
And is there an advantage because this is in Asheville, North Carolina, which is only an hour from Western Carolina?
Oh.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take UNC Greensboro plus 250. I think they're a good chalk play. I like their side.
They've been playing
of the bracket.
great down the stretch too, but
been playing well as of late. And then Eastern Tennessee State 20-1 as the long shot. Because I like their profile a little bit more than Western Carolina, and they play Western Carolina game 1, and like we said, they get that win. They're in the semis, and you're sitting there with a 20-1 dog and possibly a plus 250 favorite on the other side.
Based on this map I'm looking at right here.
Yeah,
I'm seeing East Tennessee State,
Johnson City,
surprisingly close to Asheville.
Yeah.
Furman also very close. Oh, interesting. This makes me want to take a little stab of the. All right. So what did you? I don't want to copy Sean.
I think we got to do this here. I look. Wofford does have a win.
I don't want to copy Sean.
I like.
You mean winners? You don't want winners, Ryan?
Generally. So yeah, Chattanooga. We're obviously.
I think we got to take Chattanooga, right? and as my dog. I feel like, and then I think it's either going to go Furman or Greensboro as your favorite. So let's go Greensboro. Hope that that there's bigger juice there, and I think that'd be a close game if they met. Wofford though did beat A&M at A&M, as I was alluding to. That's probably the best win all season for the Socon.
And their path is interesting because they are we'll talk about them later, but they're projected to not be a massive dog in that first game. And yeah, you know what? I'm a Wofford man. Pencil me in for Wofford as well.
Woff.
So yeah, I'll go Chattanooga and Wofford. Say
really? So you're not trying to get a winner here. I mean,
why aren't you supporting America and going with VMI and the Citadel?
I like varsity programs. I'm more of an Army guy. All right, Navy. Again, varsity programs. I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't
hop on some of that Jake Stevens.
I think if you apply to West Point and VMI, you don't.
If Jake Stevens is healthy, he's gonna. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna come in. He's gonna become a star in the studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The EV that we have with 12-1, if that's true.
Moneyline Max and Furman is due. They get it done this time.
They got their heart broke by Chattanooga last year. Remember that crazy game winner, like a step past half court.
But then I can't take chalk with 2 dogs. That's I'll leave it off. But I like Max Angle. All right, let's talk about the first round. We're talking Friday, March 3rd, 2 p.m. on the West Coast. Of course, these games are all being played in Asheville, North Carolina, at the Harris Cherokee Center. Will it be lit here at 2 p.m. on Friday, Colby?
Well,
Citadel.
No, Mercer's in Georgia. Citadel's what?
The 9 seed Citadel take on Mercer, the 8 seed. Mercer laying 4 points projected here. I don't think we have openers yet. Chat, let us know if we got actual numbers.
You gotta love these days because we get college basketball. Just by this point, we're just the whole day,
wet with it.
The whole
just
fucking
wet
day.
with college basketball.
I'm on Mercer. I think Mercer's just a flat out better team. I actually got a line on this. I got a live line on this, buddy. It's actually 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mercer laying
Updated.
6.
Now at that makes it a little more interesting. It makes it a little
Citadel,
more interesting.
Fun fact about Citadel, Colby.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of games to close out the season. If you add them up, they've lost 9 out of 10. The one game they
beat
won,
the 1 seed. Yeah.
Furman. They beat Furman. So go on.
Mercer has like top 3 conference defense. So they
just played as well. Like we just had this game.
Yeah. 6 feels a hair high though, right?
It was 22.
I'm gonna steal.
They just won by 22.
I'm gonna steal Kramer's logic.
It seems
of
too easy.
2
though.
bad teams take the chalk.
Lehigh had bodied Lafayette. Look what happened.
That's true.
Game's not over.
So you're saying they were mailing it in? They knew they were going to be matched up against each other.
Oh man!
Wait, hold on.
I'm laying the points.
Were they mailing it? Were they sandbagging, losing by 22 just to come back and win the game? I'm obviously on Mercer. You know my strategy here. VMI, the 10 seed, they're heading to Chattanooga, laying 12 for Chattanooga. Oh man, VMI stands out as being a bad team.
They're bottom 10 in a big way in a 10-team conference. Like they really pop as far as bottoming out.
And you know what's interesting is Jake.
What is one good thing VMI does?
Well, they beat Carlo, who I'm guessing is Division 2.
They went to Monte Carlo.
They won by 39. How bad is that team?
So Jake Stevens, who I was referring to, Ivan Drago of the Socon,
feels like he hung out with Jack Doyle.
He's a transfer for VMI. Chattanooga's coach Dan Earl was previously coaching at VMI, so he's very familiar, I think, with a lot of the cadets roster.
Yeah, they don't even know how to spell cadets correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay the points in this. I mean, Jake Stevens, you got to worry about the sympathy play though. He was at VMI for a while. Does he call off the dogs up 15?
No, his team's stretching their legs. They got to make a statement. They got to get Sanford shaking in their boots.
VMI is just so bad. You got to take Chattanooga here.
And again, it fits my system play. All right, let's move along to Saturday. Again, all day long college basketball. Thank you. The first game will be Furman versus the winner of Citadel and Mercer. That's 9 a.m. here on the West Coast. Let's jump over to the 11:30 a.m. tip on the West Coast. East Tennessee State, the 5 seed. Western Carolina. Is it the Catamounts?
It is the Catamounts.
The 4 seed. I've been really trying to test myself.
Do you remember Brad Hoover, the fullback from the Panthers?
I've been trying to test myself to get these right. I'm glad I'm spot checking myself appropriately and getting it right. -1 for the Catamount, and then I got it wrong. For the for the fuck you, Western Carolina.
This one's tough. Both teams not far from Asheville, so they'll be there.
Imagine Eastern Tennessee State travels, Colby.
They're very close.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
You coming at the fine people of Johnson City?
I mean, Colby, is this a bring your toothbrush kind of matchup?
It's a great reference in Wagon Wheel. Johnson City, Tennessee.
So what? Western Carolina won the last matchup by 2.
I like Eastern Tennessee State as my long shot. So obviously, I like them as a 1-point dog here against Western Carolina.
Hard to beat a team 3 times, Sean, as you're finding out with your Lehigh play.
I mean, the Eagles beat the Giants 3 times pretty easily, all 3.
It's not even a college basketball comment. You're gonna make us all look like idiots.
I mean,
you're the one who's going to be on Western Carolina. You're going to be the one looking like an idiot.
What do you mean? Western Carolina has dominated this match.
I am going to go with the Catamounts.
Yeah,
I think they're the better team. They're the more experienced team.
Colby, we know college basketball. Sean's wearing a baseball jersey right now. 3 p.m. tip.
Because hurts too much to wear the Eagles gear, and I threw my Lehigh jersey out.
Understood. You threw it out like Skip Bayless style. Oh wow!
Yes, I filmed a sketch where
we should have recorded that. Come on,
we need a. We'll
you know
do a
what?
Skip
I am
Bayless
seeing
parody.
similarities.
Skip looks great for his age and makes a ton of cash. Talking sports. What's not to like about Skip Bayless?
VMI and Chattanooga, the winner will be taking
wow.
on.
Terrell in the chat saying I need to eat a dick. Wow, Terrell, come on.
No, hey Terrell, the Talkify read is later on. VMI and Chattanooga, the winner takes on Sanford at 3 p.m. on the West Coast. Late night, aka the night tip, 8:30 p.m. local time, 5:30 on the West Coast. Wofford, the 6 seed, UNC Greensboro, the 3 seed.
This is must watch TV.
5-point spread. Wow. The Terriers are always scrappy.
I mean, this is a game. This is a game right here.
Why
in conference? You have to take UNCG because of how good their defense is. Their defense is awesome. Number 1 in efficiency, effective field goal percentage, turnover percentage, 2-point defense. Like I just think they're going to shut down Wofford's offense.
And I'm looking
the chat saying that Lehigh's on a 26-8 run. What?
Shh. Don't fucking say shit.
Oh, okay. I'm
aware.
Oh, we don't engage with the chat now?
No, we do, but we can't acknowledge this. What could be potentially possibly going on.
As long as we can record the jersey throwout sketch after the game. All right. Yeah, I mean,
give me Greensboro. I think down the stretch they've been playing better. But
Greensboro's going to choke here.
I could see this being a 1-possession game.
I mean, this Wofford team has gone to a lot of overtime of late, playing tight battles. Greensboro, meanwhile, losing. Greensboro does look pretty good. Yeah, you know what? What am I doing? System play. Forgot we're talking about shitty teams. I did my WAF thing. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I thought you do all that to take UNCG.
Honestly,
Colby, what are you doing?
Probably should have looked at the numbers.
I'm on UNCG. I think they get it done. I think it's going to be a close game, and down the stretch, our free throws get us over the top. Sean,
hour?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to commit to this team and not Benedict your way off of it?
No, I'm an Ivan Drago guy. As long as I see he's healthy.
Colby, you don't want the people listening to think you're back into the Russians.
Rocky IV was pretty much one of the only movies that was an entire montage. And that is just it's one of the things I think if we do go to another planet, we should drop off first.
The Rocky movies?
Rocky IV.
You think that's
really? 4 should go first. We got the talking robot.
So
we got Ivan Drago.
Hi, my name is
Creed. Fucking James Brown's in it.
Let me introduce myself and just drop off the Rocky trilogies or the Rocky. What is it now?
Number 4. I'm not saying that. Look. I mean,
you just want 4.
I love the whole trilogy, but I mean, or the whole not trilogy, but the whole series. But I think 4 is one that it's one of the best things we've done as a country.
Which one had Tommy Gunn in it? Was that?
That's 5.
That's number 1.
And they had the fake Don King. Only in America.
Tommy Gunn really brought Sylvester Stallone to a range that he hadn't been taken to in the series.
Do you know the story on that on number 5? We can go down a rabbit hole. Should we do a podcast on the Rockies?
Let's save after we do the Wolves versus Bears,
the list podcast,
and the Bears versus Hippos. We'll tackle this one.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're looking to take a date to go see Rocky IV, maybe you need the help of Talkify. That's right. TAWKIFY.com/SGPN. Head over there. They're the nation's #1 matchmaking service designed to help you achieve relationship success. You're led by Block when it comes to finding great dates. And again, they interview you. It's a very easy process. Hey, what do you like? What do you not like? And they do all the background checks, video interviews, asking the tough questions. A first date, it's going to be pretty awkward. They get all that heavy lifting out of the way, match you up with a great option. And Talkify is committed to finding you a match. 80% of the clients meet their person within the first 12 matches. So again, love those odds. Imagine a team hitting 80% of their 3-pointers. You are looking pretty good. Again, trusted compatibility specialist. I know Colby, some of the college basketball experience guys, they're going to be signing up for Talkify. That's pretty exciting.
Talkify is on your side, Sean.
Talkify, let them do the tough talking, and you just do the dating. Date smarter, not harder with Talkify. TAWKIFY.com/SGPN for 20% off when you become a client. Talkify.com/SGPN.
If we're looking at this like a bracket, and there's a lot of dating apps and stuff out there, I feel like
Talkify is it's a 1 seed.
Talkify is, yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe a lot of Sister Jean love. They're gonna have a deep run.
Isn't that the gimmick? First employee for SGPN to meet a compatible match on Talkify.
Yeah.
Is there a bonus? Is there a bonus structure?
Yes, there is.
And I know you had ill feelings towards Sister Jean's health, but I do think
I want her to live forever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rattle off. I mean, just in the college basketball sphere. I mean, Noah, Patty C. Like
Noah's got an 86 LeBaron that I know he's been taking a few.
What is the bonus? I
don't know if the top drops still.
Hold on, Colby.
It might have some rust.
This is an interesting premise because we have some people that are both possibly interested in making a couple extra bucks and also single.
No, here's the deal. If anyone who works for SGPN that is listening, you sign up for Talkify, you get matched up for a date. We will pick up the bill for your first date. So take her to the nicest steakhouse. We got you covered. You got to come back and talk to us about it.
Watch what you ask for there. What's that French laundry place in Napa Valley? Right. You get on that thing. You
Colby,
I don't know if they'll let Patty C in there. Maybe he's got to put on his Cal Polo shirt.
No one who works for us is going to be trying to.
Look at Noah B with the eye emojis in the chat. Noah, come on.
Yeah.
What's the nicest steak place in Michigan? Sign up for Talkify. Let's make this happen.
So they have steak in Michigan.
Is that LeBaron? Is that manual?
4-course meal at KFC. I mean, whatever kind of date you want to take, whatever kind of lady on, as long as the compatibility came through Talkify. All right.
Oh, and Terrell's saying, don't be. There's no such thing as superstition. Just talk about the comeback. Who cares? It's turning the wrong way right now for Leo.
What's going on?
I hope you're happy.
Are you and Terrell in a rivalry right now?
Terrell's coming at me.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here talking shit on the Giants.
I have sensed the people, like there's it seems to be
he's no longer a man of the people.
The general temperature in society right now is one of upheaval. And I'm sensing the people getting they're stirring in their pants.
I just watched a video of O.J. Simpson talking about a murder trial. That was fantastic.
As come full circle.
He qualified it to say he's not qualified to be an expert on this topic. All right, let's Colby, you are an expert on this topic. The CAA.
Love it.
If you want to go down the rabbit hole of which small conferences I actually do. I mean, we just talked about one that I really like. The Southern, the CAA is another one. Honestly, like that, they're shittier. They're shittier than the Socon, but they
not this year. This year they're better. Last year, the past couple of years, Socon's been a lot better. I would argue this year the CAA
they're close,
better.
But I'd still give Socon the championship.
No,
but they have some teams that we've had some fun over the years rooting for. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. The 12 seed Hampton 250 to 1, along with the 10 seed Stony Brook, the 13 seed Monmouth, who we remember their bench for having all that fun. Colby, remember that?
I do like King Rice
and William and Mary, the 8 seed at 250 to 1. Which I know this isn't a football spot, but I know you came into the office very excited to talk William and Mary.
Well,
football.
I've had that idea for a long time. So
why don't you explain? Let's pretend like the audience wasn't in the office when you stormed in to explain to Sean and I how you have unlocked the future of football.
Well, I've
2 quarterback system.
Yeah, I've long lobbied
stress the
that.
defense.
Well, first off, this started in the '80s when I watched college football, and I said, I don't understand if you have someone like I know we're fans of Busta Rhymes, but Oklahoma had a quarterback named Buster Rhymes, and that's how Buster Rhymes got his name.
We need like the beautiful mind thing happening right now. Colby.
But there's Tommy Frazier. We can go on and on. Charlie Ward. You had these great fucking athletes that you're just sitting there saying like,
great New York. Man.
They can throw the ball, but back then, everyone was racist and they wouldn't put a black person at quarterback. But you essentially, we got to this point where the NFL was late to catch on.
Think about how scared
catch on, and they finally we were finally at the point where we have athletes at quarterback.
But think about how racist you are. You're so racist you don't want to win. You don't want to.
Yes. I mean, seriously.
You think about
and historically, you would just think, wouldn't you want the athlete to touch the ball the most?
Send Phil Simms back out there.
Yeah, no, we're gonna put Phil Simms back out there, right? You got
Phil Simms is
you just got great players everywhere.
He's the epitome of white privilege.
Drew Bledsoe is that.
So I've said back then I was like, it makes no sense to me. College football is ahead of the curve on this, and then I always said, man, they should have 3 quarterbacks. They should have 3 guys capable of throwing 2 or 3. All
right, so
on every play, it will stress out the defense if you have 2 or 3 guys capable of completing a pass and also running the ball every time.
Phil Simms, a hillbilly, actually. It's his son that's entitled prick.
So to bring it home, William and Mary
sucks.
was running a system that had 2 quarterbacks on the field a lot of the time last year.
So if you want to find Colby,
they made the FCS playoffs.
He'll be watching a lot of William and Mary film.
The OC got interviewed with the Miami Hurricanes. Didn't get the job, but trust me, he's coming to a theater near you soon.
I can't wait to see the first 2 quarterback system in the NFL. I do think there's something there. All right, because they'll make the NFL give him another extra roster spot, of course. All right, so those were the 250 to 1 long shots. Then we got 190 to 1.
It's 20 minutes about 2 quarterbacks.
190 to 1 North Carolina A&T, 180 to 1 Northeastern, the 11 seed. Elon, the 9 seed, 170 to 1. Then we drop a massive tier down to Delaware, the 6 seed at 40 to 1. Drexel, the 5 seed. I have a feeling Sean's going to be penciling 22 to 1 Drexel. Just cause
Drexel has a good team.
Doesn't hurt too much to take
Unleash
Drexel.
the Dragons.
UNC Wilmington, the 4 seed, 15 to 1. Towson, the 3 seed, underrated party school here, 650.
Towson?
Yeah,
really?
I playing rugby.
I've been there,
we
but
spent some time there.
Okay.
Maybe it was just a rugby team thing, but it was a good time. Hofstra, the 1 seed, 170 to 1, or I'm sorry, plus 170, and then Charleston, the 2 seed at minus 110. So typical handicap of a conference like this. When it looks like you're supposed to take one of the teams at the top, you're probably supposed to take one of the teams at the top, and then maybe throw a dart at one of these crazy fucking long shots.
Yeah, I mean Charleston and Hofstra, Speedy Claxton doing an incredible job. They play. I actually think. I mean, I don't know. It's tough because Kelsey's team's really good as well at Charleston. I think it's one of those 2. But Towson was the preseason favorite. They got hyped.
Does College of Charleston have a chance to make it if they don't win the tournament, Colby?
Yeah, I think they do.
They're good,
but it depends how far. It depends if they lost early.
Yeah, they're done.
I mean, I watched this team very early in the season. They hosted a tournament that Virginia Tech was a part of. They beat Virginia Tech by a couple points to win it. They were home. Then I thought I was hyped on the Tech season at that point. Since has gone pretty poorly, but I mean, this is a team that's just taking care of business. They just had that one little stretch, the one little hiccup where it's like, all right, and then they repaired. They have to know that this is important, right? They have to know that this is. It's minus 110 for a reason. Yeah, put me down. That's the only bet for this one.
Delaware.
I watched this team.
Delaware won last year as the surprise team. They have Jameer Nelson Jr. averaging 20.5 points per game. Dad led St. Joe's to a #1 seed in 2004.
Oh, dude, I love that team. That St. Joe's team back in the day. That was a great fucking team. Yeah. I'm going to take a shot on Hofstra here. I know.
I like Hofstra because they beat College of Charleston. They gave them their first loss. You're getting plus odds on them.
They were also like a high seed last year that lost early. I think maybe you learned something in that process. They went to Charleston and won. I love the guard play. I know the chat was talking about Aaron Estrada. Keep a name out. I know you're a big Eric Estrada guy, but Aaron Estrada is a guy that Chips, man.
Take me home.
Aaron Estrada is a guy that I feel like everyone not knowing college basketball, if they get into the tournament, will know that name and be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What about any long shots? To me, I always
Zero.
make a case for the Drexel Dragons. Pretty decent offense, fourth in the conference in efficiency.
There's a clear line to me after Delaware. Now I will say that like.
Oh yeah, the odds agree with you.
I will say that like Monmouth and like Hampton and and Elon have been playing better towards the end of the season, but I still think I just think after Delaware you gotta cut it off. So I would say if you're gonna play, I think you probably go Wilmington or Towson. I think Drexel and Delaware have talent, but I just feel like they haven't been consistently good.
You
want
to pick every team?
No, I'm going to take Wilmington Seahawks. I went to the stadium, catch a game earlier this year. They can play. They can play.
I'll put a small sprinkle on Drexel.
Have Drexel declared land or sea? Dragons.
Oh, Dragon. No, there's still a free agent.
Oh, really? So they're just a non-binary dragon.
Moneyline Max he's co-signing your Wilmington as a dark horse there, 15-1. Again, we just saw Delaware win it all last year, so there is room for the dog here in this conference.
This Charleston team.
Shout out to Daquan. He goes, "What's up, gang? At the bar, listening and drinking whiskey. That is getting it done right there."
#Legends
Tell him to cast it up on the up on the big screen. Let's go.
Yeah, put it over that Lehigh game.
I mean, we're all good looking. I mean, honestly, the quality of our stream is better than some of these small conference fucking broadcasts. I'll tell you that much.
We're in HD. God damn it.
All right, let's talk first. Yeah, I'm only taking it. It's because I'm not going to sprinkle a long shot with a +170 like cowards. I'm just going to go -110. College of Charleston. Let's go. All right, first round. All these games are being played in. Is it called the Sports and Events Center in Washington D.C.? I didn't put a ton of effort into it, but it seemed like that was the name. It felt very, very, very strangely ambiguous. 9 a.m. on the West Coast for starting. 12 p.m. noon local time. Monmouth, the 13 seed, taking on Hampton, the 12 seed. Hey, at least the CAA does a neutral site thing.
Yeah.
Laying 2. I don't think it's going to be lit though.
I highly doubt it too, but Hampton's not that far away from DC. You know, maybe they have a little advantage. No, it's like 3 or 4.
Geography,
right?
like 4 hours.
Monmouth randomly had a hot spot. They went on a little bit of a run where they won 5 of the last 6, and then obviously finished up super cold. They had 19 turnovers in their last game against William and Mary. Dead last almost in the country in field goal percentage. Super cold. In both games, Hampton has held a lead of at least 17 points. I'm on Hampton here.
I'm on Hampton too.
They just played. Hampton won by 5.
Hampton should be better. When I was kind of bullish on them when I looked at their roster preseason.
You just go to a random park in that area. And
and then when they got Jordan Nesbitt came in the portal and stuff too, that I thought like, okay, I think they're the more talented roster, but I do believe King Rice with Monmouth is the better coach.
Yeah, I don't understand how Hampton doesn't have better athletic programs. Just tons of talent right there.
We could do a podcast on that too.
11:30 on the West Coast. We got Elon, the 9 seed, taking on William and Mary, the 8 seed. 2 quarterbacks will be deployed. -1. Elon had a reputation for being a school much like American. The ratio was in favor of the ladies, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that's still true today.
I feel like I've heard that, but before as well.
It's like urban legends. Like, hey, you ever? Oh, the chicks from Elon are coming. Huh? All right.
Wait, isn't William and Mary? Isn't it an all-girls school?
Ooh.
That I don't.
No, I thought it was at one point.
They have a boys. They have a men's basketball team.
They have a rich football history. Legendary coach, great name. Should have been a porn actor. Jimmy Laycock.
Okay. Laycock. It's like laying pipe, but with cock.
And they've never been to the NCAA tournament in basketball, surprisingly.
And they the one thing that any team does well here is them shooting the 3. You know what? Let's take William and Mary. It fits my model too of shit conference, shit teams take the favorite.
Can't do it.
I mean, Elon finished the season pretty well. Like if you look at basically from the end of January on, Elon was 6-4. Like,
I agree.
And even some of their losses weren't.
They showed
horrible.
signs of life. Almost beat Wilmington at Wilmington.
How'd that game against William and Mary go when they were on the road a couple weeks ago or a week ago?
They lost, but revenge.
This is neutral. This is neutral site, right?
Yeah,
I understand that. You don't think I understand that? I explained to you it's at the Sports and Events Center in Washington D.C. All right. Yeah. No. I guess we'll disagree. And generally in shitty conference tournaments, that generally means I'm going to be right and you're going to be wrong. The 3 p.m. game.
What are you basing that off of?
What do you mean? What am I basing that off of? I'm basing that off of history.
Okay.
Did I fuck these times up? Colby, how is this possible?
I'm seeing this at 3:00.
No, but I think the Monmouth Hampton game was the night before.
No. I'm seeing the Stony Brook A&T game at 3:00.
Oh shit! Everything's fucked up. Hold on, I'm looking.
And the Delaware one's at 5:30.
So the Hampton game was on Friday, March 3rd at 2 p.m. The next game is William and Mary and Elon, which we discussed. That's 9 a.m. Then Drexel will play the winner of the Hampton Monmouth game at 11:30 on the West Coast, and then we move over to Stony Brook, which is what time do you think this game is?
Stony Brook ends at 3.
Starts at
3.
Okay.
3 West.
So
Pacific,
we got all right.
Yeah.
So we got Stony Brook, we got North Carolina A&T, 3 p.m. on the West Coast. North Carolina A&T laying 2 points.
See, I think even though Stony Brook's been total ass, and they let me down this whole year, they did win by 10 on February 11th, and I have inside information from our own Terrell Furman Jr.
Yeah, he's saying fade NCAA.
Yeah, he said they've been
at all costs.
They've already got their tickets to spring break, and they're excited.
What's going on?
They're excited down there.
And Stony Brook hits their free throws 75%. NCAA only 68%. I'm taking the inside info from Terrell. That's all I need. Give me Stony Brook in the points.
I mean, if the game doesn't matter to them, let's go.
Yeah, I know your opinion on Wolves. What about the Sea Wolves of Stony Brook, though?
What is a sea wolf? Is it? I assume it's some sort of.
It's like a seahorse, but it's just a wolf.
Well, because I know a sea lion. I'll have to see one. That it sounds fun though. I mean, I like creatures of the sea, as you know, because I am a Sea Dragon fan in the XFL. Last game in the CAA, 8:30 p.m. on local time, 5:30 on the West Coast. Northeastern, the 11 seed. Delaware, the Blue Hens.
Yeah,
6 seed, -4 for Delaware. Projected. Yeah, I don't know. Northeastern really stands out as being just god awful, and so again, when in doubt, maybe lean on the system.
Well, in Delaware again, they have that score, Jameer Nelson Jr. And again, that's all you need.
Who,
in a
by
game
the
like
way,
this.
Jameer Nelson played on that NBA 2K team with Dwight Howard that I used to dominate with. Dwight Howard and Jameer Nelson, pick and roll, unstoppable. Anything to add, Colby?
I mean, Northeastern's been a disappointment this year as well. So I think you got to go Blue Hens, despite they seem to win close in a lot of games. Yeah.
Delaware also has won last 4 out of 5, so I'm taking Delaware. Northeast feels like a pretty good one.
TJ in the chat. Northeastern just sounds like a losing team. Oh, is that TJ from the research department? Yeah, it's a good point. Northeastern does sound like a nerd school, aka loser.
Advanced analytics, high nerd probability.
All right, Summit League time. We're heading to South Dakota. Colby's got to love this. I mean, do you know where this is being played?
The Pentagon.
Do you want to elaborate?
This is the greatest basketball court I think we have.
Whose home court is this?
This is South Dakota? No, it's not. It's not South Dakota State's home court. This is just
the Denny Sanford Premier Center.
Yeah, this is just a regular stadium there, I think.
Interesting.
But it's awesome. It looks like the old Boston Garden.
I'm looking at it right now. It's very fancy looking.
The court, though, look at the court, man. The court is fantastic.
The first concert there was Joan Jett and the Black. That's nice. I mean, this look. I can't. It's not even so the Stampede play here in the USHL hockey and the IFL, is that indoor football?
It is, yes.
The Storm of the IFL play there. So I like this tiny little arena.
I'm offended.
This has got to be lit.
There can't be this stadium's awesome. Like the court looks like the
capacity for basketball is 12,000. This is fabulous. This is college basketball. Oh, when does this start? Friday, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. All right, from the bottom to the top. 150 to 1. We got Nebraska, Omaha, North Dakota, the 9 seed at 100 to 1, along with Denver, the 8 seed, and Kansas City. University of Missouri, Kansas City. Right?
Yeah, UMKC, the Kangaroos. Yeah,
the Kangaroos. Oh, I did not know that. I learned something new. South Dakota, the 6 seed, they're 50 to 1. Western Illinois, the 4 seed, they're 40 to 1. And then we drop all the way down to the real contenders. North Dakota State, the Bison, 3 seed, they're 8 to 1, along with Minnesota St. Thomas or St. Thomas, Minnesota.
St. Thomas. Yeah, the Tommies.
St. Thomas of Minnesota. South Dakota State, the 2 seed, 4 to 1, and the overwhelming favorite, Oral Roberts. We all love Oral.
Undefeated in Summit League play.
We all love Oral Roberts, -190.
Shout out to Moneyline Mac, who said he played there at this stadium, the Pentagon, for 2 years. Love that place and love that town. He says
he played
it's loud as shit. He said
what was he doing there playing?
Probably some preseason tournament.
Oh yeah.
A couple things. Max Aceman said Oral Roberts is fucking incredible.
Yep, we like him.
We remember him. He had the Sweet 16 run. They almost went to the Elite 8. Hit back iron against Eric Musselman in Arkansas just 2 years ago.
Well, and that team is seniors now, right? That 2021 team, so they could be in the mix here for sure.
Well, I mean, they lost Kevin O'Banner off that team. He's at Texas Tech, but yeah, everyone else, experienced team. That they brought in a transfer from Arkansas. Their big man. That's pretty big force in this league. But also North Dakota State's Grant Nelson. Keep an eye out on that kid because he's nasty.
So just to finish the Oral Roberts plays no one in the rotation that isn't a junior or senior.
Gotta love the experience here. You're going chalk, huh?
I mean, -190. I don't see any other team that can really compete with Oral Roberts. Like, what am I missing?
I mean, I'm with you, I think too, man. But
they're on another level.
I think if you're gonna take a shot on a dog, I do feel like down the stretch, North Dakota State has been playing a lot better. Both the Jackrabbits and the Bison have been playing better the second half of the season.
I mean, it's a bit of a drive for Oral Roberts. Maybe that's
Tulsa, Oklahoma, all the way.
Some road Oral.
They're
tired from all that road. Oral Roberts. I mean, it's not, again, the betting profile would suggest probably you take the favorite. Probably you're supposed to take the favorite. Who's the?
I mean, to Colby's point, North Dakota State, they're at least in the other side of the bracket. I don't know.
I mean, Oral Roberts has still fucked up a lot of these teams, though. If you look,
I know. It just take the -190.
They've fucked up.
They've won every game in the Summit.
Their closest game actually was probably I mean, the last time they played North Dakota State, the second time was an 8-point game. The South Dakota State game was a 4-point game. You know, obviously this is in South Dakota, so maybe you take maybe the angle is you just go with the top 2 because it's the Jackrabbits should have the crowd here.
Who can score with them? Like, is there anyone that could get
on that level though? I don't know. That I would say you probably I don't know. I would say
Thomas?
No, but they're not athletic enough, man. I would say South Dakota State, North Dakota State's your options.
All right. I'm not doing anything. Just chalk. We should have. Yeah, we
give me some of that Jackrabbit.
We need a chalkboard.
Give me some of that Jackrabbit. The crowd will be rocking.
He wants his pleasure centers.
You had your pleasure centers have been hijacked, Colby.
Is that it? Do you want to take any other teams near the top of the board, Colby?
I'm not touching. To me, this is so simple.
If you're going to take a third one, you go Bison.
Okay, so you want to take 3 of the top? You want to take 3 of the top 4?
No, I'm taking those 2.
It's bold. All right,
I'm going with the home crowd.
All right, Friday, March 3rd, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. North Dakota, the 9 seed, taking on Denver, the 8 seed. North Dakota laying 2 points. Colby, what do you got here? We're just real shit on shit.
I mean, well, look, the last time North Dakota played, they beat
23.
Denver by 23, and they've been playing better the second half of the season. So give me the Fighting Hawks. Another thing is I still think from a crowd standpoint, they're more likely to have fans. What are you going to do in North Dakota? All right.
You're going to go to this game.
Yeah, you might as well go down
you're
to
go follow
down to the Pentagon.
I don't know why
scattered ass will be going through the crowd. All right.
I don't know why is this only 2 points? That's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. North Dakota looks to be a much better team.
Well, Denver beat them the first time.
Yeah, but they just got their ass beat.
Yeah.
There's, come on.
I agree.
What's the model say to do?
And I'm seeing this line at Denver -1. By the way.
Even better. Really, Denver's favored.
Yep.
See, now this blows Ryan's mind. What's he gonna do?
Well, now I go wrong team favorite, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
So we're all in North Dakota +1.
Absolutely. Omaha, the 10 seed, 6:30 on the West Coast. Kansas City, the 7 seed. Kansas City. Do you have a number for this one? Kansas City is what?
UMKC -1.
All right, we got that one right. Kansas City -1. I mean, again, Kansas City. All right, so if
this gets a little tricky.
No, it doesn't. Because when you look at these teams, Nebraska stands out as being trash.
Dude,
Nebraska's won one game in a long time.
UMKC's lost 5 straight?
That's all right. They're going through some stuff.
I agree.
Since January 14th, Nebraska Omaha's won 1 game.
Yeah, I think you got to ride with UMKC.
Yeah, I mean, this is UMKC all day.
UMKC beat them twice this year. I mean, again, this is basically a money line. Let's not overthink it, guys. UMKC too. So it's a nice. It really flows off the tongue. All right, moving along. They really stretch their tournament out because not only do they have a couple play-in games here, but then they go and they play their quote quarterfinals over 2 days. So the first games we're going to talk about, Oral Roberts. We all love them to win the conference. Their first matchup is 4 p.m. on Saturday. They'll get the winner of Denver and North Dakota. 6:30 on the West Coast on Saturday will also be South Dakota State, the 2 seed, taking on the winner of Omaha and UMKC. Moving along to Sunday, 4 p.m. St. Thomas taking on Western Illinois. Why do they do this? And give the 1 and 2 seed, I guess, extra rest? Is that must be the whole key?
It's the only angle I can
Western
think
Illinois
of.
laying 4. I kind of like that actually. It's a way to not create that goofy tournament and still give a benefit to the 1 and 2 seeds.
Yeah, no, this is St. Thomas has been like a darling of ours, but down the stretch I feel like they've had issues and
they can score.
Yeah, they're good at the free throw line. I'm actually going to take St. Thomas in the points. They're good at not turning the ball over, and they can fill it up a little bit offensively. So, the fact that they're getting 4 points, I'm taking St. Thomas.
I'm with you. Give me the Tommies. They've been fun with us all year. You got to ride them here.
I am breaking my system here.
Yeah, Kramer, what are you doing? You're taking the dog?
Let me just validate. Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, St. Thomas did just get their ass beat by him, like a 13-point game. You know what? Let's stick with the system. Colby was onto something.
Western Illinois -4.
They were better earlier in the season, St. Thomas, and so yeah, like give me the chalk. All right, last game Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. on the West Coast. South Dakota, the 6 seed, North Dakota State, the 3 seed. North Dakota State laying 5.5. Colby liked them. Little dark horse angle there, +800 to win the conference.
Hammer this. Hammer this.
South Dakota, a little bit longer of a shot. The number doesn't seem all that large.
Yeah, I mean South Dakota won the last matchup on February 2nd, but I just think it's a get right spot for North Dakota. The home crowd though should be for the Coyotes.
Why aren't we on the Coyotes here?
Because Grant Nelson's a fucking force.
I mean, they. You were right to say they beat them last time. Colby, you're so dialed into this sport, and yet you steer yourself away.
No, this is a. I'm with
South
Colby.
Dakota.
North Dakota State all day.
Give me the points. Breaking the system.
Really?
Just throw away your money. Throw it away.
I've thrown away my money before. It's fine. South Dakota gonna get hot from behind the line. You know what? Should we sprinkle South Dakota at 50-1 on the? I get
wrong. South Dakota State.
No, South Dakota. Give me a little South Dakota at 50-1, just in case.
I like that.
Maybe I'll book that personally for you.
A tenth of a unit, maybe. All right, should we give out some locks and shit?
Yes, time for the lock, and dog. Brought to you by sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. What do you got, Kramer?
All right, so I guess I'll go first. Lock number 1. Citadel's really trash. Give me Mercer laying 6. That was my Socon lock. The lock for the CAA, very simple here. Very, very, very simple. We're gonna take inside information. North Carolina A&T out to lunch already. Give me Stony Brook +2. Actually, maybe we should make that. No, we won't make that a dog. My lock for the Summit League. Really love taking North Dakota over Denver as a short dog. And for my official dog, my dog, Colby. Give me South Dakota to upset North Dakota State, just like they did. What was the date? 2 weeks ago? February 2nd. 1 month ago, just like they did 1 month ago.
All right, my lock for the SoCon. Give me UNCG laying 5. My lock for the CAA. Ooh, there's a lot I like here. Give me Delaware -4. Jameer Nelson Jr. Slide it up. Let's have ourselves a day.
Dog.
For my third lock, give me North Dakota +1. Wrong team favored. And for my dog, give me the Tommies. St. Thomas on the money line.
Oh, he's listening to old Dundee. You know, he's listening to him. Locking up Greensboro -5 against Wofford.
Wow.
Yeah, they get it done.
Copycat. Oh yeah, wait. What was? I have to read that review.
Oh yeah, that is a fun one.
What do you mean? It's very factual. I don't think. I mean, I didn't find it very funny. It was more just facts.
In the CAA, give me Elon to get it done here.
Oh
Elon +1.
That's a really disgusting play.
And then we're
just locked up Elon.
We're gonna go with North Dakota to take down Denver in the Summit.
So we all took the same lock.
And the dog is gonna be the Tommies.
Oh my god!
Wow, Colby.
You guys want to do anything else together?
Yeah, we do. We go to the bathroom at the same time. Excuse us. We'll be right back. We got a great. Let's see. Got some funny reviews to get to. This one on the Apple Podcast. Again, toss us a nice rating and review. We will be giving away some gift cards to some of the best reviews. Sports Gambling Podcast has a new review. The review is titled "Love Ukraine." 4 stars, not 5 stars.
I don't get that.
Can't wait for an episode that is exclusively you and not annoying voice Sean and copycat Colby. He wants to be like you so bad. By Young Dad. The name of the guy's Apple Podcast is Young
Only
Dad.
a 4-star though. That's the disappointing side of that, you know.
It is odd.
So he's basically saying Kramer's the man, but he only gets a 4-star.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it was mostly positive. You guys really need to pick your shit up.
Yes. I will be picking my shit up per that review. So again, toss us a nice rating and review. We will be giving away some gift cards here. If you guys like that kind of thing, make sure you check out the merch store. Use that promo code Madness, 10% off when you buy more than $40 worth of stuff, and so much good stuff. Get those first half undershirts now so you can get them in time for the tourney.
I mean, the Talkify dating proposition that Stacking the Money Green said here, they will pay for your date.
Well, if you work for us.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Noah B.
Yeah.
Who are the other eligible bachelors?
I guess what is Terrell's in the chat right now. I don't know his situation, but
I mean, you know.
Patty C is eligible. Who else do we got out there?
You know, it depends how big the bonus is. You know,
who else out there? I don't know everyone's situation.
Well,
Rod's married, right?
And hey, maybe some of the guys are. Maybe they're in open marriages and they're looking to go to Talkify.com/SGPN. I'm not here to judge.
Do they have the Y connector in Talkify? So you can get the two inputs on one side and one on the other, like a splitter.
Talkify.com/SGPN. Again, toss us a nice rating review. We got another college basketball picks podcast lined up for tomorrow. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. So many live YouTube viewers. Just toss us a thumbs up. So easy to do. And again,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green, and he is Ryan.
Sean, fun fact about the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Paul McCartney played there once.
Kramer, let it ride.